you don't know the motherfucking podcast. And that's the double truth, Ruth.
Why are you the way that you are, the way that you are, the way that you are?
The Lyrical Fix.
The motherfucking podcast.
Oh my god.
All right.
Shit, man.
You guys are tuned in. 5 hours later.
Bruh.
Anybody watching the YouTube portion will see the setup. But and it wasn't just the setup, it was some other things that kept getting in the way. But yes, 5 hours later, here is the Lyrical Fix podcast with your host Sade.
And Kid Pro.
And yes, we are here.
Oh man. Well, yeah. Like when you work it out with your significant other, after weeks of fighting, we're back in this bitch.
Yes. New look.
Oh, new look again. I feel like we've said new look like so many times, but yeah, we got a new look now.
I don't think I'm gonna change from this look. I like this look.
I like this look. The only thing I would add.
This should have been the fucking rebranding. I think we've rebranded at the wrong time.
We rebranded at the wrong time, but still we rebrand again. We keep moving. We keep looking for different ways to spice up this podcast, and this is pretty much what I had been alluding to.
Yeah.
We just, finally buckled down, did our research, figured out like, all right, where can we go to get this, and we made it happen. So this is a nice little start. Obviously, we'll keep adding on to this shit.
Yeah.
But I think this is nice so far. So yeah, shout out to ourselves.
Yes.
Making this happen. Good job.
A round of applause for it.
And I want to also, for the fans watching on YouTube, and I guess we'll make a clip of this, I want to introduce a new member of the Lyrical Fix family. He's traveled a long way from here, from the islands of Sweden. I want to introduce our new house plant. It goes by the name of Bernard. Can we get a round of applause for him?
Yeah, a round of applause for Bernard. He's kind of blocked by the sign. We're still working that out, but we'll get to it.
And we got our sign here. We'll just call him Barry. I don't know. Keep with the B sound.
Barry?
Barry,
You could do
Bernard
that.
and Barry.
Barry and Bernard.
Barry the sign.
Barry and Bernard.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
let's
good
do
with
it.
that.
All
I'm good
right.
with that. All right, Barry.
My bad. I gotta sound more chipper. Excuse me. That's my throat. My bad. But all right, we here. I'm feeling good actually. After a while, I just needed to warm up, I guess.
Yeah.
I got the lighting situation looking good. I like the green and pink. Got the little Joker theme going on. Sade, real quick, how you feeling? What's up?
Good. I'm feeling good.
Yeah. Check It
Super
was this
hot.
past weekend. Shout out to you
Yes.
again. Another successful Check It. Let me say, besides successful, I want to say interesting and unique.
Why? Oh.
This is an open mic, and I'm gonna just keep it real. Sade, you don't have to say nothing. I'm gonna speak. I'm not on her behalf, but I'm gonna just speak from my experience at Check It as the video guy, I guess if you want to say. I get to not only enjoy the show as a spectator, but I also get to like film it, and my eyes are like the ones that are like used as like the memory of what happened that night, right? In a sense. So I see a lot of people, and I catch the nuances and stuff like that, and every now and then you get a unique artist. And sometimes what I mean by unique is they may not have had their best outing. That being said, I'll never, ever outright criticize someone for their performance because I know how tough it is to go on stage and do shit. But what I would say is part of being a performer is improvising and adapting when shit doesn't go your way. And when that does happen, if you're not able to do that, you should probably stop.
What? They don't get unlimited time?
I'll see, now you fucked up. Now you fucked up.
I'm sorry.
No one had to know what the fuck I was talking about.
I couldn't help it, bro. I could not help it.
Yeah, sorry, you couldn't help it.
Like you have the whole, like he definitely did not know I was right next to him.
She's doubling down.
I don't care. He definitely did not know I was next to him. But to say,
All right, then just say. You might as well just tell people what happened. Tell people what happened.
No, I'm not gonna. But don't I get unlimited time? And he's looking at you, and I'm on the other side as the person who created this and hosts it, and I'm just thinking like, where the fuck did you get this idea?
So can I give the short version then, since you did double down? All right, so short version. Check It this past weekend. Dude signed up, didn't have his music with him. We said in the flyer, no aux, no email, no airdrop. We don't even
have to like go through all that.
Fine, shorter version. He didn't have his music with him. He decides to go a cappella. He went for a
Even when
10-minute
I offered
tirade.
Juvie. And I offered Juvie. That's why Juvie played.
Juvie offered, dude waved him off, said no thanks. Dude went on an acapella, pretty much rant, and it wasn't coherent. There was a lot of mess ups. He stuttered through it. He was very nervous, had his mask on, not that that matters, but he just didn't seem confident in himself. And because of that, it was just a rough 10 minutes. We stopped it, and when I touched him on the shoulder to let him know, hey, we got to stop it, he looked at me and said, I thought this was unlimited rounds. I looked at him and I said, no one ever told you that. No one has told you this is unlimited rounds. Please stop. Go ahead, sir, you're done. And that was it.
And
That's
I'm on
your
the
version.
other side, like, no, everybody else has to perform. Like, I was like, you got 5 minutes.
Well, yeah.
And he
yeah.
still didn't turn around to me. He just, like, walked off. And then he didn't turn around until he gave me the mic after he plugged himself.
Yeah, I think it was just mad nervous. And that's why I said I'm not going to criticize.
Yeah, like, if you're nervous, like, then open mic is a way to work that out. That's
It's
why
the
I started
best
it. It's supposed to be a starter platform.
Yeah, because real talk, the crowd didn't have to be that nice. The crowd was respectful.
As fuck.
The crowd was respectful.
And yeah.
Because in other
respectful as
places,
fuck.
like this was New York, this was Chicago, any big city where they expecting, town to be somewhat
Yeah.
at a certain level.
Mm-hmm.
If they'd have seen that and the constant mess ups and everything, and for it to go as long as it did,
Yeah.
people I think would be a little more, let's say, what's the word I'm looking for? A little more active.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. A little more vocal.
Very more responsive.
Yeah, very more
vocal.
responsive. Very more
Yeah.
vocal. Let's just leave it at that. Vocal. Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was. There's always one. I just never got somebody like that.
Yeah, that's why to me that was the most unique performance I think I've seen.
Because it was kind of
But check
like,
it.
but no, because my thing, like, if you're nervous, okay. If it didn't work out, okay, and you're gonna still A for effort, cool. But when you start to nah, I got more.
Yeah.
Like twice, and then when you're literally kicked off, what? I thought it was unlimited. What? No. Like, it just, like, it was, yeah. And then there was more stuff after that with him that it was to the point it was like, bro, like, I don't.
I'll tell you what though, that being as it may, but we're not going to give that guy any shine right now because that's not something we want to promote. I mean, he did his thing anyway. Off topic, talking to you through this fern looks like I'm talking to you in the jungle. It's like,
Is Bernie in the way?
yo, Bernie, already bringing new life into the vibe.
No. Wait, this is Bernard. Oh yeah, Bernie.
Bernie,
Yeah.
and Barry,
Bernard and Barry. Bernie and Barry. Sorry.
Barack. You want to Justin and the lights, man. Shout out to IKEA.
Just got slapped by a fucking fern.
Shout out to IKEA.
Yeah, shout
Coming
out to
through,
IKEA,
man.
for
Beautiful
sure.
shit, man. So other than that, I had a great time filming. Yeah, no, it's always a dope fucking time. Shout out to all the artists that were there. Shout out to our headliner, Lord Trill.
Yeah, he put on a show.
Yeah, man. Did
That
his thing.
first track. Sorry. No, it was that first. It was
My favorite's the last one.
That's
That's the beat. I'm heavy on the beat.
Damn. Okay, wait, no, what last one? Because it was funny because I was off to the side.
The last one off his EP.
The EP, yeah, thank God. I used that in
Yeah.
the lineup. Oh,
Thank God.
man, that song was fucking amazing. Because I heard that, and then I went back and I kind of, like, snuck through his set list, which I usually don't do.
Right.
But I snuck through it, and I heard his other shit, and I asked if I can use Rafters. That was actually, Rafters is off Heart of War Part 2 with Prospect.
Right.
That one was pretty hard. I mean, it's giving me damn, what was that? It's giving me 90s intro, because the intro's about a minute long before anything actually gets done.
Get into action.
It was funny because I think I was like, some jagged edge shit, like an hour long intro. I forgot what I said, and Villa just looked at me and, like, started laughing and shit. I'm like, the intro's long as hell. That's the only thing I will say. Even though the intro is fire, it's so long.
Yeah.
But the song itself, I'm like, I asked him if I can use it for the recap. But now I don't know, because that was that Rafters, I didn't actually, Rafters I knew from Heart of War. And then when I played it back, listening to it off of like the show mix and shit, I was like, I might actually use that one.
Yeah.
But that EP is
Song's
hard as
dope.
fuck.
The EP was dope, man. Shout
For
out
the
to
Lost
Trill.
Souls.
Everybody else that performed, man. Also, Boss
Available
Bay.
everywhere.
Boss Bay Bites, man. LB. Yo, can I just say, and I hope she hears this. If not, maybe we'll clip it or whatever. But her food is amazing, man. I had the lemon pepper chicken, honey, whatever.
I had what was left over. I don't remember which one. I think it was the garlic chicken. I forgot.
No, it wasn't the garlic chicken. It was
there was a honey
honey
lime.
lemon pepper chicken. I think that's what
it was like honey lemon, one of those.
Lemon pepper chicken.
That's the one I wanted to try,
shit.
but I tried something else, and that was even bomb.
I had to wait till I got home to eat it. And I got the 3 sides. Yo, just amazing. Just amazing, man. That shit was so intense.
I kind of wish I did get. I know. I kind of wish I did get the extra side of mash. I should have. But no, I got whatever was left. It was like the garlic chicken, sesame garlic chicken, I think she said, and then the greens and mac, and I was in fucking heaven.
Yeah, that shit was really good, man.
What happened to that food? I don't know what happened. Oh no, I was able to finish it. I was a
little ticked off that I didn't get my shrimp. I should have asked for that earlier.
Oh yeah.
The shrimp was out by the time I got to eat. Damn. But yeah, shout out to LB and also High and Mighty.
Yes, High and Mighty,
as always. Get your edible.
That shit had me. I had leftover High and Mighty, like the space jar, and like I'll take a spoonful here and there. It gets me like whenever I'm getting out of work and my body kind of aches.
Yeah.
I feel good, but I don't feel like crazy high. So then yesterday I'm like, I'm off. Let's try half the jar. So I finished half the jar, and that shit has been sitting in my fridge for a minute. So I was even skeptical. I'm like, is this shit even good anymore? It was still good. So I didn't die. So that's there. But yeah, I got fucked up.
Nice.
My brother called me. I looked at the phone. I'm like, I'm too high for this right now. He called me twice and then texted me. I was like, I even gave myself a panic attack thinking, did something happen? Did somebody die? Oh my God. Like, should I call him back? Like, I kind of panicked and then fell asleep.
I haven't had one of those in a minute. A good high session.
And then I fell asleep and I woke up and I hit him up. I'm like, my bad. I was high as fuck. He was at my job. That's all. That's all. Yeah.
Okay, that was it.
He was just at my job. He came up to visit real quick. But yeah.
All right,
damn,
bad.
fucking
That's
High and Mighty. That shit really gets you.
Shout out to High and Mighty, man.
Yeah.
All right, so news time. All right, so where we at? Before
Okay.
What? Go ahead. No, go ahead. You got something else?
I was gonna actually say I do like about Check It. I do. I'm kind of. I am grateful that people actually like push me to perform.
Yeah,
like,
I had no idea. I don't even know where that came from.
Well, no, I don't actually remember. I think somebody, it's always Sodom, I feel like. Sodom always is like, are you going to perform? You going to perform? You going to perform? And I know, like, the other guys are used to me saying, like, nah, like, I'm just not going to. But Sodom said it, and then Villa just kept bothering me. And while I'm sitting next to him, texts me, and my phone's open, he points to the text message. And it says, you're performing, right? I'm like, nigga, you're sitting right next to me. Like, so, it was cool. Like, and I was talking to Bees, like, you're going to perform. So I found, like, the old piece, the last one that I wrote and performed. And I'm like, I usually do that. I did this to music. She's like, well, do it to music. Put the song on. I'm like, I'm going to be off beat. I'm like, I don't know. I did it. I think I got in my head. I got in my head at one point, but I still kept going. And there was this girl here that I feel bad I don't remember. And she's like, I think the last time I was here, you performed. Like, it was a long time ago.
Okay.
And I'm just looking at her, and I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to know you. I'm like, I don't know who you are. But no, she was cool. She was sitting with Janicia. And she was like, the last time she was like, if you haven't performed since then, damn, because it sounded like you just, like, with ease went through that.
Right.
But she was like, besides the one little time, she's like, you literally just went through that.
No, you did great.
So.
I loved it. I mean,
that was a real pat on my back because I wasn't even that nervous.
It's been a while since I've heard that, too.
Yeah.
Since the last anniversary show. Oh, excuse me.
It's 2-year anniversary, and we're coming up on 4.
That's wild.
I know.
And it feels like just yesterday.
Yeah, because I looked at the date,
corny,
and I showed B. I'm like, that's when I wrote it. It was December 2018.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I am who the fuck I am.
I am. Walking into the greenhouse, everybody.
I am. Who the fuck I am.
Just different people shouting that out. That was funny. But yeah, news time. Let's go.
News time. All right. Well, before we even started the pod, while we were setting up pre-production, man, I went on my IG scroll real quick, and who do I see? Who do I see after watching or after listening to part two?
Drake and Ye.
Drake and Ye, man. Drake and Ye spotted together at a reconciliation party, I guess. They were at Drake's house. There's a picture of Jay Prince, Drake, and Kanye together. So this is looking good. Especially, I was listening, like I said, I listened to part two of the Drink Champs interview, Ye and Drink Champs, and he mentioned they love Drake. Mm-hmm. So it looks like they've been doing everything behind the scenes to squash this. I guess whatever issues they had, they've been put to rest. And it looks like they're chilling together. There was even like a footage of Dave Chappelle talking.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Wherever the hell they were.
Yeah.
So that's dope, man. Good for them, man. I got, if they make some music together, cool. If it's, just piecing up for Larry Hoover, great for that too. Mm-hmm. I got no complaints. So I don't see anything wrong with this. I think it's great news, and if it leads to music, I'm all for it. How do you feel?
I don't know how I feel about it yet. I feel like they're gonna go back to beefing soon.
You think something will just happen and it'll just like kill it?
Yeah, like I feel like it's inevitable with them at this point. Honestly,
they'll be chilling together, just having a random session, and Yale say some shit out of his ass. I didn't really like Take Care.
Mm-hmm. That's all, I don't know. It's just how I feel.
You shouldn't have used my beat on So Far Gone, nigga.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be something.
Something will just pop up and then it'll just be over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might not be. It might be like something like Drake says something smart, Ye blows out of proportion, and we wind back to beefing.
Go back to that.
Yeah.
So it's circular. It's just meant to happen.
Yeah, because like they
cycle.
weren't they beefing before they did the song that's on Pablo? Was it Pablo? Yeah, Pablo.
Yeah, which I just found out the other day. I had no idea that Drake actually wrote on Real Friends.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Or one of the songs. Yeah, he wrote on Pablo.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And he's actually in one.
30 hours.
Song.
Excuse me. He wrote on 30 hours.
30 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he did the one song with him that he's actually on. So it was like, oh, okay, so they're not beefing, but then they were beefing again.
Right.
So who the fuck knows?
Who the fuck knows in this fucking industry?
Yeah.
That's the crazy part, too. Which I'm finding out more and more and more. Like,
yeah.
Because for the past, I don't even know how long, I just been in my own fucking zone. And then when I find out, like, oh, a lot of these people actually just don't really like each other, but they're just all in the same room. I'm just like, oh, all right. I guess it's always been like that, but.
Yeah, I'm finding out more and more. Sorry, I just stared out into the rest of the VFW, and it's black as shit because all the lights.
Yeah.
No, I'm finding out more and more that these artists, like I'm not going to say any of their shit now.
No, we shouldn't.
But like when they confide in me, I never really repeat it. It's just, I never repeat it actually, but it's just like, well, damn, okay. Like I didn't know that. Like,
yeah, you don't got to tell me. It's just like you can tell like the energy is just there when you get certain people in the room.
Well, sometimes it goes over my head. And then sometimes, it's palpable. Like you can, I get it. But anyway, so back to Kanye. So I didn't catch part 2. You didn't catch part 2, right?
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Got it. So talk. Go.
No, I thought it was great. There was a lot of stuff that was mentioned. Kanye, at first, he started very calm, and he let Larry Hoover Jr. speak, who pretty much broke down the whole situation of how everything's going, what's the status. Mm-hmm. Ye made a remark about not liking a certain person that was on the defense team. Hoover Jr. had to correct him right afterwards. Like, it's just Ye being Ye, but, we kind of like, we didn't just kick somebody out. We kind of moved it around and added more people to it. Yeah. Because Ye just kind of like went off the handle. Mm-hmm. So like, nah, we don't really fuck with this person. And Hoover Jr. was like, let me just rephrase that. Type of deal. So that happened. Yeah, it wasn't like that. Yeah. We didn't kick him out. We just kind of added some more people in. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was mentioned. And then he went back into his talk. Like he mentioned about building his own land. Yeah. Like with the or his own like city. Mm-hmm. And he talked about the different ways of doing that. And it was just more of that stuff that fell under the category of this is the shit they'll shoot me for. Yeah. So that was always cool. Like that part of Ye I appreciate. Like whether it's right or wrong, like it's still just nice to have someone talk about those things on a platform like that.
Yeah, and this relates to the Walmart shit.
Yeah, so there's a former Walmart president, building a $400 billion utopian city in a U.S. desert that'll offer free education, healthcare, transportation via autonomous cars. So Kanye was pretty much speaking of the same thing, pulling his money together with the land that he had already purchased in Wyoming and building like a small village. Probably not on the same scale that this guy has, because I don't think Kanye has that type of capital. I'm sure that the Walmart president probably has that with other people.
Yeah.
But something to that effect where he can just build his own shit and try to do his own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there was one other big point that Nori mentioned that I thought was funny. It's like he had a conversation with Ye before the interview even happened, and Ye was saying like he wants to buy America. Like those are his goals. Like
that I see.
Like that's a vision.
I saw
like
that quote going around.
Like that's a goal. I'm like that's fucking dope. I mean, I'm not saying you could do that. I don't even know what that entails, how much money you need, and who you got to have in your pocket to own a fucking country. I'm sure that's not even possible at this point. Maybe if he's worth $6 billion, I don't know.
Nah, I feel like it has to be more.
You got to have way more than $6 billion to be like, yeah, let me just buy America.
Yeah, no. I mean, he can name drop all he wants, but I feel like he still doesn't have
Maybe you buy a small state. Maybe you buy Rhode Island.
And power is much more than just money. Power is also where you like your stance and your rep. And I feel like he is. Yeah, he's not that he's far from it, but he's far from it. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. He
ain't that close.
He's not that close.
He's closer than us.
Yeah.
But he's not that close.
And then there was a couple, there was other good moments, other clips that came out. I don't know if you have them or you're able to play them, the ones about the backpack.
Yeah, let's play that.
So there was one great fucking moment in that episode, which at me as a Kanye, especially early Kanye, like the first 3 albums, fan, like kind of broke my heart, the backpacker inside of me.
It did.
But let's hear it.
And it's funny because Talib
was the one that reposted it.
I'll read the caption after, but yeah.
I'm sorry to all the backpack community. You know, due to the fact that I was from the streets, but I never killed anybody, it was just easier for me to pose like a backpacker. But I actually really love street niggas. And I don't really listen to backpack music like that. Okay. I listen to Cash Money, Jay-Z, Lil Baby.
Let me just say something.
I pose as a backpacker.
But that scene accepted you quicker as an MC.
Yes.
Backpack
MCs, let's just name a few. That's Talib.
Exactly.
Dilated.
Most.
Slum Village.
Yeah.
And so you say you're not really from there?
Not at all. I was using.
You said, oh shit, I don't know what to do.
That's over honest.
All right.
Son, and there was more about the way he said about Talib Kweli, which is like the funniest part to cap it all off. But just that in itself, I don't know how to feel about that as a Kanye fan. Yeah. Like him admitting to that shit.
So the person who posted this, Talib just reposted it. The person who posted this, she also had like other clips too. Yeah. Or maybe it's a guy, I don't know. I don't even know whether to laugh or be offended anymore.
Right?
Yeah. And then should I get into his caption too?
No, well, real quick, I just want to say, just based off that.
Being offended.
And I was being offended.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're right. I don't know how to feel about that, but I do feel somewhat like fucking shocked. Like this guy to me, just early on, was like, all right, this is the guy that definitely listened to Black Star, definitely got some tribe influence in him, De La Soul, native tongues. Like this is the guy that represents, and he's gonna usher in that type of style into a new era. Like this is brand new, like vintage soul right here. Like that's how I felt about it.
Yeah.
And for him to say this, I'm like, oh shit. Like you never really was digging this shit.
No.
He said it like I was a poser. A backpack poser. So much that he wore a fucking backpack. But I guess it was there all along. He had the Louis Vuitton backpack.
Motherfucker. We should have known.
1 foot in, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. We should have fucking known.
We should have seen it.
What do you think about this, man? My bad. I probably said everything.
No, you have. No, I'm a little offended. But at the same time, I don't care. I'm still a Kanye fan.
No, the music is what it is. The music is what it is. But it's just like the feeling behind it now. Like part of me is just like, damn, nigga, you never really cared about this shit, though. Not like we did.
No, not like we did. No. But I feel like in some level he did still care because, I don't know, he still embodied everything that was a backpacker. So it kind of does, like, as a backpacker, it fucks with your head. Yeah.
And it's not like he was ever trying to make any music that would be Cash Money music.
Yeah. Like
that wasn't his
just,
style.
Everything. If he posed, man, he posed some good shit because you can't like he had the knowledge. He had what was I gonna say? I mean, yeah, there's the look and all that shit, but you had the knowledge. You can hear it in his music, especially just like the beats alone. It does kind of. It's a little
But he
unfortunate.
really invented his own style. Like
And a backpack can like street shit.
he infiltrated the backpack community
He did.
to get to the top of the game, only to switch over and then go into the whole luxury rap shit. And
But
never had to be.
Who would be a backpacker before him?
And say it again.
Who would you know as a backpacker before him? Because some people will
Everybody
argue.
he rapped with, Talib Kweli, Mos Def, every Dolly the People.
Oh yeah, they were before him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind. It almost, I don't know. It almost feels like he is though. Like I can't.
No, he was the new age of backpack rap.
Oh, because he was what? Because really wasn't. Sorry, I'm getting tongue tied. Because he really wasn't. That's how hurt. That's how distraught I am. No, stop. Because he really wasn't a backpacker. So there was a new age. But that influenced other backpackers. So imagine all the people influenced.
God.
Now, what are they? That's like finding out God's not real.
Yo, that's exactly what
It's
it
not,
is,
but
yo. If he
not.
influenced the whole generation, for him
It
to
really
say, yo, I
isn't.
never really was about that shit to begin with. You just crushed every fucking, son.
That's wild.
I almost want to fucking.
So I'm going to read it on that note. So Talib's, he reposted this and puts poser, parentheses now, and puts the definition. You're going to fuck up the sign. You're going to fuck up.
I know, sorry.
What's his name again? I forgot.
Barry.
Poser, noun. A person who pretends what he or she is not, ... an infected or insincere person. Real question. Since when do we celebrate posers in hip-hop?
Never.
He's going for the jugular.
Never.
Why'd I say it like that?
The jugular.
Jugular.
You're going for the jugular.
It's funny.
Bro, I don't know what to tell you. But this is very disappointing.
Oh my God, he even, Talib even took screenshots of comments and posted that. Yo, what? Talib, why are you so salty, man? Why do you love posers? That's what Talib replied back to him. And he goes, I just like people who make good music a lot. That's a Johnson line if I ever knew one.
No, this is straight up like this is fucking wild.
He was saying he was sorry for jacking y'all style. Let it go. Love Gangstar a lot, man. And that was it.
Yeah, you know what? Like I said, the music is what the music is. He made a whole new lane for people to consider, because I can consider his music to be more backpack than to be considered more gangsta.
Mm-hmm.
The shit he was trying to do. That's
Yeah.
not gangsta. The music he was making. So of course it would fit into that backpack role.
Yeah.
And then it birthed a whole new generation of artists. So yeah, regardless of whether he was a poser or not, he still was the catalyst to bring over some great music. So at the end of the day, I really can't be mad.
Because maybe he just didn't fit in. So he was kind of forcing himself to fit into a category. Because if you think about it back then, even before that, like there weren't a lot of categories and like subgenres of hip hop.
Yeah.
So he really wasn't, even though he looked up to street niggas and shit, maybe he just his music didn't portray that. So
no, he couldn't. Yeah, like
he
you said.
had to fit in somewhere, and sometimes you just have to fit in to make it.
That's the definition of making your own fucking lane.
And technically, he kind of did make his own lane.
He did. No, there's no doubts about it. There's no doubts about it.
Yeah, because all this shit is always like trap soul.
Yeah.
It's just trap and R&B together, trap soul.
Right.
Like that, you know,
That
it's
is its own
marketed
genre.
as trap, but
Yeah.
it's trap R&B.
Right.
So what are we really saying?
Facts. No, I can't deny
I
that.
just think it gets misconstrued because he's saying that he posed as one.
Right.
That fucks everything up.
It does.
But
well, I mean, it's delivery and what he
he's still
says. That's how
fucking
people see
backpacker
it.
to me. I'm sorry.
People are gonna see it like
he's
I'm a
not
poser.
street at all.
If he was, no, he's not street. Definitely not street. But he likes street shit.
Yeah, but like Talib could like street shit. Like
Yeah,
I just don't
but
understand.
Talib definitely not poses. Definitely reps for the backpack community.
Yeah, true. And I feel like,
Where Kanye does not, or at least if Kanye did, he didn't do it honestly.
but didn't he? Like, I don't know.
Or with
I
good
just,
intent. Or with intent to exploit the backpack community for his own gain.
true. Yeah, I guess that's true. I just don't, I feel like it fucks up when he says, I think he just fucked up when he used the word pose. And posing and poser. Like, I think that's where he, like, fucked up at. Because he gave those kind of people ammunition for that.
That's just crazy, man. Just seeing the whole, like, the whole formula. Like, if this was all planned, just like, let me just rock with the coolest backpackers since I can relate to them more than I could to gangsters. Make sure that the world hears my beats, become the top artist in the world, and then do whatever the fuck I want to do. Great fucking plan.
I know. It's insane.
I can't hate on this shit.
God damn it, Pinky.
God damn it.
All right.
Kanye,
Actually, technically, he would be Brain.
Yeah,
No, would he be Brain? Yeah, he would be Brain. Who would be Pinky?
Kim.
Kim wasn't around all that
Oh,
time.
yeah, true. I mean, he didn't have anybody then. If you want to consider Don C.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't really have any more thoughts on this shit. I mean, the interview was great. It was a nice second part to cap off everything. A lot of yay talk.
Yeah.
Just talking in different, like, random outbursts. I hope you do hear it, though. So if you want to mention something next week,
I gotta watch it. Yeah.
so just so we can get back into it. But
Yeah, definitely have to.
very,
watch
very
it.
interesting interview. Definitely recommend everybody, if you haven't, go watch parts 1 and part 2.
Do it.
And then
All
we're
right.
gonna see where this Drake and Ye thing goes. I definitely looks like the concert's gonna happen, so that should be announced. I don't know, sometime soon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they'll do that for the new year.
What else?
Set that up.
What else we got?
Oh, what else we got? So besides that, the other big news, not really big news, but Disney Plus Day came through. Now, on top of that Disney Plus Day, there was premieres for a whole bunch of new series and movies coming out, but there was one that came out today that Sade and I wanted to see together and react to, the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer.
Break.
Shit, all right.
Oh man, we're back.
We're back already?
Yes,
All right,
we're
yeah,
back.
man, so we just finished seeing the newest trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home. Holy shit. Yeah, so definitely still no sign of showing multiple Spideys.
Fuck, man. They're definitely there's no
They're
way.
waiting until the last.
There's no. They're gonna wait until the movie actually comes out for everybody to be like,
Yeah, to
in the
help out at the
theater.
end, yeah.
And then it's gonna spread like wildfire.
It's gonna be like the Avengers Assemble moment.
Yeah, it is. Most likely.
Yeah.
But there's no way oh god, I'm so bad with names. The octopus guy.
Dr. Ock.
Dr. Ock. Dr. Ock.
Doc Ock.
Doc Ock. I don't know. But like when he goes, you're not Peter Parker, the fuck? There's no way that you're getting no. There has to be more. There has to be Toby in the other one.
I mean, it makes sense if the villains could walk through from another universe. Why can't some heroes?
Exactly.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. Movie logic, superhero logic.
Especially like maybe right at first, maybe it's just the villains, but if you see like it's opening up more and the universe is tearing apart, then obviously more motherfuckers would come in.
And they always make it a good point to not have any other heroes around. There's never anybody else around. None of the other Avengers are around.
No, of course.
You know?
Well, I mean, it's different because
Shield's not involved.
Spider-Man, sorry, I just put the volume up. I realized I was really low. Spider-Man's going to be not part of MCU,
Right,
technically.
that too. So maybe they're making that happen. They're getting their own Spider-Verse going.
Yeah. So who
Which
knows?
is cool in itself.
It is. It's a little, like I was talking about it with Remy before, it's a little unfortunate just because Spider-Man should be in MCU. But I mean, I get it. Sony doesn't want to, give Disney the money for it.
Yeah.
Well, they won't take the money because they know there's a lot more money to make. But it's unfortunate because I feel like it would be even more money to be made with Spider-Man part of MCU, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you're missing a boat. Yeah, you gained... You were able to do some stuff with Spider-Man, and you gained some extra, attention I guess, or people willing to like
Some interest.
I mean, regardless of Spider-Man, people are gonna watch it.
Well, they're banking on the whole Spider-Verse and like for Spider-Man to build their own like brand off of him, just like DC with Batman.
What they banked off of is that connection with Disney and MCU.
Yeah.
But now it's like the perfect time. They probably planned this shit where it's like, all right, yeah, you can use Spider-Man. No to the deal. You can't have him. I want him back. And then that's it. So they got him some exposure.
They also own so many other characters, Sony, that are in the Spider-Man universe as well. So they want to try to look at making a whole Spider-Verse.
Yeah. So if you bank on that alone, just some Disney highlight, then you take back your character and go off to do your own shit. Like, you really could because of Spider-Man. Then yeah, it's smart to me. I mean, it sucks, but it's smart.
I think all it took was just having one other person in that Spider-Verse having a successful movie run, which was Venom.
Yeah,
that's all it took. If someone else besides Spider-Man can do, like Venom is pretty much the Scottie Pippen of the Spider-Verse.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
If someone else can carry it for a couple and look good, all right, then why not build our own shit? Because maybe there's another villain that's just as cool. Carnage.
Yeah. No, this shit, I still haven't watched Carnage yet.
Yeah. But the whole point is like they can do it, so Sony feels confident enough to be like, all right, at least we can definitely at least make our money back and then some. Why not try it? Yeah,
I just don't think that I agree with.
Yeah, and fuck Disney in the process.
Mm-hmm. Because they got some spotlight with Spider-Man and MCU. Now they can take that and run with it.
Yeah, because you can't deny the star power that Spider-Man has.
I know you can't.
On kids, teenagers, adults, like everybody at some range can connect with them.
Yeah, but you also can't compete with Marvel, with Disney.
No, you can't.
So if you let Disney borrow a character and you take him back, you got that shine on him. He has the Disney stamp.
Yeah, they run the risk of like ruining the Spider-Man legacy.
Yeah. So I just feel like with the Disney stamp, it's gonna build more for them, so they can run and do whatever the fuck they want to do, like what they plan on doing anyway.
And mind you, there's gonna be a whole other universe that's not even connect with the MCU.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks.
It's going to suck. I honestly, it's going to suck, but at the same time, if you think about it this way, right? We don't have to wait forever for a Spider-Man movie or anything else, because I got to wait for because how the phases work and how like character origins movies start, like this and that. I mean, Disney has worked around like with COVID, like the series. Yeah. Which really works for them, so they're going to keep doing it. So you kind of you don't have to wait for another movie.
Right.
But before any of that happened, you had to, wait like at least like a couple years
about
for
2
some
years.
Marvel shit.
Yeah.
So now at least you can we can have MCU and we have like the whole like Spider-Verse and Venom. Like it can literally just drop.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple dope things in there from what I see in that lineup.
Because there's no way in hell, if Venom was with Disney, that Venom would have dropped. I don't see it dropping.
Yeah. No, you're right.
It wouldn't fit in any phase yet.
No.
So it's like we got to, have everything and more.
Good point.
Which I really wish FX didn't really fuck with. No, I mean FX. That would be Sony, right? That fucked with X-Men?
Yeah.
They dropped the ball with that one.
Speaking of X-Men, which is another series with Disney Plus Day, but aside from the Spider-Man trailer, there's been some new shows that have been announced, so I'm just going to read them off. Secret Invasion, which has already been mentioned before, but they've got an updated logo, which is looking like it's a Kree, or like the skull.
Oh, Secret Invasion? Is that with I know with the Skrulls. Yeah. But that's what, like, I think Samuel L. Jackson's going to be in it. There's mad people that are going to be in it. So and they're talking about some people of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., or at least the characters making an appearance, right. I think. Yeah.
So that's one of them that's coming up. Marvel Zombies. So I guess that got a pretty good reception, and they're going to do something with that.
Oh, I'm not going to watch that.
So we'll see.
That creeped me the fuck out. I couldn't do it.
One that I'm kind of pretty excited for, Agatha, House of Harkness.
Oh, yes.
So it looks like a little spin-off. She'll be getting her own thing going on. That's dope, from the WandaVision series. Ironheart, which is, I guess, the new reincarnation of Iron Man.
Yeah.
I Am Groot. Don't really know how that's going to be, that type of series, but we'll see. She-Hulk should be dope. I'm not sure about Echo, what that is. I didn't even check the trailers. Spider-Man Freshman Year. And last but not least, Moon Knight.
Oh, so we actually get to see him get his powers because technically
They didn't go through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait. So that means it's going to be a different actor.
Yeah.
Ew. Eek.
So yeah, that was the Disney Plus day lineup for Marvel. Now obviously they had stuff for Star Wars as well, just basically everything having to do with Disney Plus. But we were just going over the Marvel stuff for now. But the ones that I'm most excited about, Secret Invasion for sure, Agatha, and definitely Moon Knight. What about you?
Agatha for sure. Moon Knight, because I just seen that trailer. I didn't see Agatha's trailer yet. Moon Knight looks fucking crazy. I love how in that trailer they played with the personality thing, so he has different voices.
Yeah.
So he's literally in the middle of a sentence, his voice changes.
Yeah.
I love that shit. Or, in his monologue, whatever the fuck, train of thoughts. But I love the fact that they, had that. They had a scene where he has like one fist that's bloody, and he has a blank face where it happens within a second, so I don't remember the face, but like he blinks and everything, he's just lost. He's just looking around like, what the fuck is happening? And then you see people around him dead. And then they show, I think, like an early version of his costume, almost like what, like Spider-Man, when he had like different versions and shit. And then you kind of see a glimpse of his final when he is in like that Superman pose, like he just jumped.
Yeah,
he just landed.
Superhero pose.
Yeah. And then when he jumps from the building and you see the moon, it was like just, that perfect angle.
Yeah. I
mean, it's all CGI, but so.
I think Marvel's going to go pretty hard in the marketing to show people that this is not a reincarnation of Batman or like some Batman type of copy.
Yeah, especially because the video that I saw that was like dissecting the trailer, he even said, he's like, I see you guys in the comments asking about, what is it called? Like, I guess previous thing with Moon Knight, sorry. That is he just like Marvel's Batman? Right. And the guy's like, absolutely not. Right. He's like, no.
Which is something that Marvel would say anyway. They're not going to be like, yeah, this is pretty much our version of Batman.
No. It was one of the Screen Crush guys. Like, no, he was just saying like, absolutely not. Like, yeah, like he has kind of that Batman voice, and he's comparing them, and he's even like showing clips of like Batman and shit. Of like the old movies. He's like, the only thing is when Bruce Wayne is Batman, he knows it. Yeah. And that's the difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They're both vigilantes.
I mean, there's bigger differences, but yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But you're right. This is like Bruce Wayne if he had personality disorder.
Pretty much, yeah.
Which he does, but, multiple personality disorder.
Multiple, yeah. Which I kind of wish, I mean, you don't really get, like, it's not alluded, like, on how many personalities you have. I don't know that much about Moon Knight. I've heard of him. I know he's batshit, but that's about it. I'm just excited. And Ethan Hawke will most likely be the sun god or some type of, what is it called? I forgot what word they used. Not avatar, but like some type of, I don't know. The god channels himself through, like how the moon god channels himself through Moon Knight.
Sun god will have someone for himself. Gotcha.
And that's apparently Ethan Hawke.
Gotcha.
That he's going to be the villain.
That's dope. Okay, so Ethan Hawke is going to be in the MCU.
Mm-hmm. And then some wild shit the guy said was that the moon god, I forgot his name, but he's technically not the moon god. He's more of like a trickster.
Okay.
So, yeah. Because
lot to learn.
Yeah, he said that and then was playing clips of like Agatha and with the book and all this shit. So technically he's using Moon Knight to just do some shit.
Okay, bet.
While Moon Knight is trying to use that side of him to actually try to do good.
Okay, I can see that. All right, sounds good. Still a lot more to learn.
Oh, a lot more. We'll see.
Well, speaking of stuff that we do know, or at least we have more of a sense about, we both saw Eternals recently.
Yes, into shit we watched.
Let's get right into it. How long are we in, by the way?
49. I actually have to trim a lot of stuff off.
Cool.
But yeah, 49.
Okay.
Ish. Sorry. I had a burp. It's not an episode if Sade doesn't burp, right? That was really bad. But anyway,
that should be a drop in itself.
well, it's not an episode of
You
shit,
just
is
burp
it?
and just-
No, because then it takes away from my real burps. So Eternals.
Eternals, man.
Yes, Eternal.
All-star cast. Well, I mean, I'd say all-star. I didn't recognize a lot of them, but
I wouldn't.
this was a different
most-
type of Marvel movie.
Yeah.
First of all, let me
Yeah.
just start by saying this apparently has been
Spoiler
it's the
alert.
lowest rated Marvel movie
Which
on Rotten
is
Tomatoes.
insane to me. I'm not saying it's
Like
the best.
lower than Dark World, Thor. Like I didn't. That I didn't
Yeah,
like.
that was that
There's
was
a couple
rough
of
one.
Iron Man 3 I wasn't a fan of.
I just think so. Okay, I didn't look into the reviews, but a lot of people have been kind of telling me a ballpark of like you know what they're saying. That the main complaint is that it's too long. Get over it. The next complaint is that there is just a lot. My friend just said that she's not mentally stable from the trailer, from the Spider-Man. She's like going batshit right now. Sorry. Let me put on Do Not Disturb. But yeah, I just feel like, I mean, I think people said there was a lot going on. It was hard to follow, blah, blah, blah. There's
No, it
also
wasn't.
complaints about characters being super underdeveloped.
That's fair.
Yeah, so I watched that. I heard, I was thinking about people's, you know, like what they're hearing about bad reviews or if they had a bad review. And then I was watching the Easter egg thing, and I didn't even realize that, what's his name, Crow, the evolved deviant.
Yeah.
I didn't know, because my comic book knowledge, like I told you off air, my comic book knowledge ended with, it depended on, you know, the money my mom had to buy my brother comics.
That's
So-
right. Yeah, you did say that. That was
So
great.
it really depended on, am I going to get my son these comics? And then it's like, what comics am I going to read that my brother has? So
Yeah.
it really just depended on, you know, what was there. And I didn't really know. I kind of knew about Eternals and like the the characters that surround them, but not that much. Crow, did not know about him.
Didn't know about him either.
And when I looked him up, because the guy is talking about him, it shows a comic book version of him, and I go to look at it, and holy shit, like and he's like the leader of the Deviants, and he just, you know, and the guy mentioned this is this is why some people complained, was because you barely got to see him, and it was, I will say, I didn't like the fact that his death was so easy.
Well, she was tricked.
Yes.
He was pretty much tricked. That was just straight up just like,
But I didn't like
Trickery.
it. I just felt like it was too soon. Way too soon for me.
you feel like he should have been in a future movie. At least he should have been a villain in the next movie.
Yeah, like I just felt like push him off a cliff. We know he's gonna come back, but like just slicing him, he can't heal from that. So it's just, I was just a little like, I just wasn't feeling
Can't
it.
do you off. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was a little disappointed. I mean, I was a little disappointed just because that, and like I wanted to kind of see more of him.
Yeah.
And then I realized, like, oh shit, I didn't even know he had a name. Didn't even know he had a name until I saw one of the Easter egg videos. And I'm watching it, I'm like, holy shit, like this guy is actually somebody.
Yeah, we would have never known it anyway because no one else could speak to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, now he has, you know, he had a voice
He
after
had
a while.
something, and now it's fucked.
Whatever. The Asian guy. Gilgamesh?
Gilgamesh.
Okay, there you go. I'm bad with names. Forgive
It's
me.
all good.
But fun fact, the guy that voices him is Pennywise, who is also the professor in Thor's son,
Yeah.
who is also brothers to one of the vampires in True Blood / Tarzan.
Oh, yeah, they look alike. That makes sense.
It's wild.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I remember when
They all look-
I found out
Skarsgård.
Scars, yeah, something like that.
Skarsgård, yeah.
When I found out who the guy Tarzan, well, I know him from True Blood, but when I found out who his father was, I was like, holy shit. Then now finding out that, like, oh, okay, you got a family full of actors then.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Shit, bro.
I thought that was pretty cool. Fun fact. But anyway,
No, it's
What
fucking
else?
dope. Let me see. No, so as far as that movie, yeah. So crazy. I looked into this stuff like the sex scene.
yeah.
First of all, that caught me by surprise. That was the first sex scene I think in Marvel, like a serious sex scene.
Oh yeah, that's. I will say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
just the sex scene like caught me by surprise. I was watching it with my son, and it was funny because when he saw it, he just looked right at the ceiling. He's like, "Yo, He literally said, "Yo, I'm not playing with you." He looked up. He's like, "Man, this roof is roofing." I was like, "Bro, you're 11."
smart.
I'm like, "It's not that serious. Like, you good, man?"
Oh shit.
He
that's
says, "This
funny.
roof is roofing," and I was like, "All right." I was like, "Wow, they're really going for this sex scene, like the heavy breathing.
Yeah.
Like you could tell, like
There's no way around that one.
it wasn't like a quick like let's just kiss and then we just fade out into the next scene. Like no, they took it there.
No, they took
They
it
took
there.
it there, and then so whatever. Didn't bother me, and then I don't know why if it bothered anybody else in the theater. I hope it didn't, but you saw like an openly gay couple.
Nobody reacted.
Nobody reacted like it
Yeah.
wasn't that big of a deal, but I felt like for some reason someone in the crowd just wasn't comfortable with it.
I don't know.
It
I
was
like.
weird.
I mean, not that I liked it, but like I liked it.
They did it
like,
nonchalant.
I love the fuck. I love the fact that it was natural.
Yeah, it was
and
natural.
It didn't seem forced, and I
Right.
feel like okay, Marvel is going about it the right way.
Yeah, they
Like,
didn't have
with
to make any
Loki,
jokes about it.
like the fluid,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then this.
Like a slow introduction kind of
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
Like I like that.
Spoon feeding.
Yeah, like how they did it. It's
Yeah.
like we're gonna ease into the normal world because this really does happen.
Right.
2 guys do kiss and 2 guys do adopt a child, and
Right.
I love that.
No, yeah, I appreciate that. I thought that was pretty dope. So the next thing I see is like one of these main characters being lesbian.
Who would it be?
You think about the future ones, like you got She-Hulk, you got Miss Marvel. I'm thinking about all the other people that are coming up. They're gonna be strong female leads.
I'm surprised it's not one of the Valkyrie.
Right, you never know, and you never know with Marvel. Just
Gamora
because
can't-
they're straight in the comics
Gamora-
doesn't mean they can't be
Yeah.
gay in the.
Oh no, because MCU
MCU?
never really follows that.
Right.
What is it called? Gamora kind of gave me gay vibes.
No, but she's got a thing for Star-Lord.
Well, I mean now she's dead, so it's all
She
doesn't
might be
matter.
back. You never know.
But before,
Technically, she could be back.
Before.
Yeah.
Oh, true. What I was gonna say before though. Oh, so I was talking about this with a friend, and I was telling him like, oh, in a couple days I'm gonna go see Eternals, and he told me he was telling me about a couple bad reviews, and then also said that he was like, I will tell you that this is gonna be different from the other Marvel movies because the director that did this movie just won an Oscar for directing like another movie.
Right.
And it's kind of she like her imprint is on there.
Yes.
And what's it called? Sorry, I just got stuffy out of nowhere. Ooh. And also what did he say? It's like the actors he said it seems like she told the actors to be who you are. To kind of like,
Don't just stick to the script.
yeah, like method acting is cool, but like, and you can method act like but improv, I guess, in a sense.
Yeah.
If that's it. Yeah, if that makes sense. So still be in character, but still, but
add
also
your
be
twist to it.
yourself. Yeah. So which I didn't really I liked it. You could tell like it's not just a regular Marvel movie. That's probably why it has low ratings. But as a movie itself, I think it was good.
I think it was pretty good. I don't think it was too complicated to understand. It was explained.
Yeah, there
There were parts where they just talked you through it.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that did happen. Juan said so at some parts the going back and forth in time
Oh, that was annoying.
he got fucked up with.
Yeah.
And I will say if they added like a lot, mind you, I was trying to explain this to people who don't edit. So I'm like, if they add a color
Yeah.
or whatever, but like I could tell you, so
Or
if they
just-
added like a LUT to
Yeah.
it where it's like just you could tell there's a difference, you know what I mean?
Did they add text? Did they add text like a year and location?
Sometimes
I think sometimes
sometimes, but I feel like there were times where you couldn't tell.
few and far between.
Yeah, it wasn't even, but if you, like, say for a second, like, you drop something, you look down, you go to get it, and you're back up to the movie.
Yeah, you missed that it says Mesopotamia 500 BC or some shit like that. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, for the most part, like, they put the timestamp on there. But I think also when they went back to present day, it never said present day.
There you go. That's what it was. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I feel that probably did kind of, because I was able to follow it for the most part, just because, like, some
clothing
outfits were
change.
saying,
Yeah, the outfit change.
outfit change and shit like that. But I will, like, yeah, that's something they could have done. Just an extra detail. is make it like a different color.
Yeah.
You know, put a LUT on it, make it look a little different so people can tell this is, so when you're flashing back.
Yeah, no, little stuff like that.
I mean,
was,
flashing forward, Yeah.
And then like the whole thing with Arishem, like that shit was like a lot to see when I was watching on IMAX. Like he took up the whole fucking screen.
Yeah.
Like those scenes where he just showed up out of nowhere, like for some reason it was like visually it was just like a headache.
I will say, I did IMAX. And I kind of regret it because our chairs didn't go all the way back.
Yeah, man, I was
really upset.
I was upset with that, but yeah.
No, I literally sat down. We sat down before Saint and LB. LB comes around, and I was like, "Bitch, I thought these had the reclining chairs,
option.
like the chairs, like the option." And she's like, "I thought they did too, like, because I was the one, that I got the tickets for us." And I'm like, I am embarrassed. Like, 'cause I'm like, I'm kind of mad right now. Like, what the entire fuck? She was like, no, honestly, I would have thought the same shit too.
Yeah, same thing happened with Manny. He got the tickets and everything. Like, I'm like, these reclining seats? Like, yeah, we get there.
Bruh, I'm never getting IMAX again. I'm never doing it. But no, we were like row L, so we weren't, we didn't have to like look up. We had the entire screen in front of us. It was nice. It was cool.
No, it was cool. It was cool. Movie was good. I appreciated. I haven't seen an Angelina Jolie movie in a minute. I haven't seen her acting in a minute.
Yeah.
She's doing her thing. I appreciate it. The dudes that played the Game of Thrones actors, the one that played Robb Stark, he was good as like the.
What's funny is I don't know his name. I know Kit Harington.
Yeah,
but
Kit
I don't
Harington,
know
the other
Rob's
guy.
name.
But bootleg Superman, like to see that was the guy where Superman got their inspiration from.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Icarus, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that, it was funny, I was telling you before, once I heard his name, I'm like, I wonder if they're going to play with the whole sun thing, with the whole Greek mythology, and they did a couple times. Like, he flew out of the sun, which I thought, I'm like, maybe I was like, because I'm watching it, and I'm like, no, he just came from flying in the air. But when I watched the Easter egg thing, they were like, "Oh, they played with the sun. He flew in from the sky, and then he flew into the sun."
Right.
So,
that was his entrance and his exit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which do you think he's dead?
Do I think he's dead? No, I think he just disappeared.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that, and
he went into solitude.
Yeah, I feel like either he can stand the sun, or somebody else's theory was that wait, how do you say his name?
Arishem.
I always say Arsham. Arishem grabbed him before he hit the sun.
Oh, I mean, sure. I mean, you could always say that. He got teleported last second.
Some shit. Or somebody
Heimdall came through and got him with the Bifrost. Yeah, you could always. There's mad explanations for this shit.
But wait, no, he's dead.
What? No, I'm saying that's like another example. You got teleported, Bifrost, like Doctor Strange pulled you out in another dimension. Like there's mad different ways.
No, I feel like, the only people that would actually save him though would just be Arishem, I feel like.
Yeah.
Possibly. Like I feel like Eternals 2, you're gonna see him.
How'd you feel about a homie that I don't know their fucking names. The one that was controlling all the people.
I thought he was so fucking cool. And to find out, in the comics, he technically he's not Icarus, but he's the one that does the betraying. Anytime there's a betrayal, it's him.
It's him.
Which he does kind of, I will say.
He gives off that vibe.
He does give off that vibe. So I love the fact that, okay, they're still playing with the same character, but the betrayal comes from somewhere else. Which it makes sense coming from Icarus, though.
Fun fact, there's a rumor going around that same actor is going to be playing the Joker in the post-credit scene of the Pattinson Batman movie. I just gave you a lot of stuff. I can't believe I got that off in one take. Yeah. That's the rumor. And so that I'm looking at, they put it side to side on IG of his picture with the comic book version of Joker. Mm-hmm. I can see it. I can see his face. I can see him being, with makeup looking very, menacing. Now it's just a matter of the voice, and I'm sure you can get the voice.
It's funny in the trailer. I thought he was the actor that plays the Flash.
Oh, Ezra Miller.
Ezra. Yeah. I
really thought a little bit. Looks like that a little bit.
I thought that was him in the trailer, so I'm just like, how are they just gonna like?
But I can see him playing a young Joker.
That'd be cool.
I can see him doing that. That'd be dope.
Yeah, I guess.
He just looks. I don't know if I've seen him before in other movies, but he's pretty good.
I haven't, but he's really good.
He's
And
a
I
good
love
actor.
the fact that like he like you kind of see where like maybe they played with the comic book in that sense where like you see like if he is gonna anybody's gonna betray, it's him because he doesn't agree with the shit. He's off to take these people and control them, but to make sure that they stay safe off somewhere else. I mean, it's still kind of evil, mind controlling people, but at the same time he's doing it for their well-being, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay,
Did the
ish.
Icarus betrayal catch you by surprise?
Kind of, yeah. I was just like, no.
No, me too. Yeah, I did not.
was like, no.
Did not see it coming.
No, I didn't see that coming at all. I didn't even think there would be a betrayal. I just couldn't. I didn't know. I don't know. I couldn't fathom. I'm like,
I really thought homie
How
with
the
the
fuck
mind
did she
control
die?
was gonna just turn on everybody. Because he was fed up with what happened.
I mean, technically that is what happens in the comics, but like I didn't even think about him honestly, because something I don't know. Also something about him, and it's probably what they added for MCU, is he just has a different. I don't know. Like he's still there. He's his own. He's like Mikey. He's an asshole, but with good intentions.
And very powerful.
Yes.
So the second movie, my theory is that
Mikey's not that powerful, but yeah.
my theory is that he turns evil in the second movie, and Icarus comes back from the sun, and saves the day.
Wait. Oh, Icarus comes. No.
That for the second Eternals.
That Icarus comes. Oh wait, hold on. That
Homie with the mind control.
Drew. We're calling him Drew.
Yeah.
So Drew. Oh, Drew. So Drew turns bad,
Turns bad.
and then Icarus.
Icarus comes in to save the day. When the Eternals are gonna try to fight him off, realize they can't, they need help. Homie comes back from the sun, saves the day. That's the second movie.
But why?
Why?
Why would he turn?
He has a change of heart. He realizes that mankind is worth saving, which was the whole premise of this movie, and decides to help out.
No. Well, why would Drew turn?
Why would Drew turn?
Mm-hmm.
He's probably tired of seeing everything the way it is, of humans fighting. He just wants to take care of it. He's probably the same thing that was happening in the first movie.
But he's not that powerful. So what would he?
He's not that
try
powerful to do with the whole world.
Yeah.
He seemed like he was, or probably get a large amount of people. He
No,
can do that,
he would
right?
have to. No, they would have to do the Unimind for that.
Maybe he finds out a way to do his own Unimind. Another possibility.
The only way you can do your own Unimind is if he finds other Eternals, which they're trying to anyway. So
Maybe that's what happened. He recruits his own Eternals. He becomes like
I'm
a
not
whole
gonna sign off on
cult
that,
leader.
but I will say I don't know. I don't know.
No, it's a theory.
It's
All
a theory.
Stop shitting on my theory, would you?
Fine.
All right, Bernard, you like it, don't you? Yeah. See.
No. Bernie, right?
We're not gonna start with you telling him what to fucking answer or how to think.
He said no.
We're not
He
gonna
told
start
me
with
no.
that shit.
He whispered in my ear.
Moving on.
All right. What else? Do you have anything else for the movie?
Yeah, actually, it was, besides the movie, there was a huge plot hole that I wanted to go over.
Yes. Let's go over that because
cool.
I have a way to counteract that. Thank you, Saint.
Oh, it's the same guy. All right, so
Yeah, it was Saints.
good. So pretty early on in the movie, they tell us that the reason why the Eternals can't interfere in any human conflicts. However, in the twist of the film, it's revealed that the true purpose of the Eternals is to fight off the deviants so that sentient life, such as humans, can evolve and grow to provide the necessary life form energy for Tiamat, the celestial inside Earth.
Mm-hmm.
But the plot hole is that the Eternals definitely should have interfered with Thanos. Thanos' entire plan was to wipe away half of all life in the universe. This clearly conflicts with what Arishem and the Celestials want. So why wouldn't Arishem instruct the Eternals to help the Avengers and stop Thanos?
Okay.
All right. So that was the plot hole that I had noticed.
And
What do you
then, damn, I'm trying to remember it was a lot of us talking, so I don't remember. I feel like, well, a general of the people that were at the table,
Yeah.
they were all saying that because they figured that they would get it right, so they would just take more time. Not take more time. They figured that, like, the people that were there, like the Avengers, who would figure this shit out. If not, then they would step in. Or regardless, life would keep going on. you cut it in half, or fine, but like life, it will still, like, people are still gonna have sex, still gonna make babies, so regardless they're gonna get to that point. And then what my addition to that was, that makes sense, because when you're immortal and you have all the time in the world, you literally have all the time. Like, time is so minute to you when you're immortal. So 5,000 years to us is like, that's a whole lot. That's a shit ton of generations that the next 2 or 3, like by 5,000 years, whatever generation that is, are not going to know me. But if you're immortal, you're around for that. That's nothing. That's a blink of an eye.
Okay.
So them having to wait for half the population to rebuild, that's nothing. So why even, he's not killing off everybody. He just half. Okay, so we'll just wait more time.
So it's just a matter of waiting more. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. That's the case.
That was my addition to it, because they were like, oh, like, they know Thanos has been doing this. They would have stopped him somewhere else before he even got to Earth if that was the case.
Right.
So, I mean, he's taking half the time. He's taking half the population, but that population still has to,
That
replicate.
makes me wonder how strong these guys really are. Like, oof.
You just gotta wait for it.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, and it kind of like bought them time, because what did Homegirl say? It was like a week. If Thanos didn't do that, so technically from Infinity Wars, this Eternals would have happened like a week later, if he didn't snap his fingers.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fucking
So
cool.
now they're at the point where it's like, okay, well, we have about a week.
That's
Sorry.
fucking crazy in itself.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. Because he lost. He probably, was it
Tiamat.
Tiamat probably. I sound just the fucking the celestial that's in the earth. That's it. He probably lost some time. So it's 5 years of half the population. He probably did lose, some type of whatever the fuck.
Yeah. But still, you're right. All right. Yeah, not even mad at that. Both good points.
Yeah.
Both good points. We'll have to see what happens with the second one. But any final thoughts on the movie? I liked it. I didn't think it was too long. I think it was a great piece of work. I'm interested in what they do going forward with the Eternals. I'd love to see how they take it here, if they follow the comic books or they just make up their own storyline. And definitely psyched about the post-credit scenes.
Yeah, we have to get into that. Before we do, though, so they so this is whole connection to Guardians of the Galaxy, because I didn't realize, and I saw it, the Collector showing them a Celestial erasing the world with the Power Stone.
Yeah, I remember that.
So that's pretty much like Eternals 2 might lead to that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then what is the other one? Let me see. Oh, the guy that eats immortals, that eats Celestials, Galactus. Yeah.
Eater of Worlds.
So they're saying that he could appear in either Avengers 5 or 6. Possibly it's Fantastic Four, just because that is coming up.
Right.
And if Silver Surfer is in it, which I didn't get to see the Disney, I almost said Prime Day, Plus Day. I didn't get to see anything. So I know that they hinted to Fantastic Four. I don't know if they actually show. I think they also showed characters too, like the actors playing them.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Silver Surfer is going to be in it.
I'm dying for a great Fantastic Four movie, man. Third time's gotta be the charm.
Yeah, hopefully Disney's doing it. It should be good. I just really want to know what made them want to do. Maybe because Eternals hasn't really been touched on it. Maybe that's why they decided to go a different direction. Because they're literally
bringing
doing
the Eternals in.
Huh?
With bringing the Eternals into the.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like doing all of that and then making it into more cinematic. Or no, I mean they're all cinematic. Drama.
Yeah, because they don't want to follow the same formula that they've been doing. Because it's kind of become like predictable.
Yeah, and Eternals, I feel like technically they are the apex.
Yeah.
And they keep talking about that throughout the entire thing, apex predators. So if they're going to be the best of the best and the strongest of the strongest, then maybe they should get something different.
I agree.
So yeah.
Now, as far as the post-credit scenes, get into
Yes.
those.
All right, so the first one was with Jon Snow.
Kit Harington.
Yeah, Kit Harington. Before the movie ends, he's trying to tell Cersei, which was fucking bugged me out. Still now thinking about it. I love you, Cersei. It's just fucking weird. But trying to confide in her, and she gets wished away, whatever. Before he can tell her his lineage and where he comes from, his ancestors. And then post-credit scene, or mid-credit scene, I forgot which one it is him coming across, opening a box, and it's the ebony blade. And it's revealed that he is Black Knight.
Yes.
Or his family. I don't know if technically he is Black Knight yet, because I feel like there has to. I don't know anything about Black Knight.
It's like it's passed down from like generation to generation. The ebony blade, and whoever controls it, whoever is the owner of the blade, is the Black Knight. So he technically would be the new owner.
But does he have to like touch it for it to like?
I think
I feel like it has to be a transformation.
Like
no?
once he does, yeah. But it's technically in his possession.
Okay.
Because it's tied to the family, the lineage.
Yeah. No, of course. Like that's still his. So and then you hear, what's his name in the background?
Mahershala Ali, who's going to be playing Blade.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited for because this could be some sort of team up. Them fighting dark evil spirits or whatever, the dark magic that's in the MCU.
Yeah, so the video I watched that broke it down was saying that, and like you hear Cersei say like, oh, like, do you want to go see your uncle? You've been saying like that you should probably make up at this point or just go see him, whatever. So in the comic books, he's like a super villain, and he has the sword, and he gets all bloodlust crazy because the ebony blade, whoever it kills, it takes their souls.
Yeah.
And then it said, where I read somewhere and I showed Saint, if it has enough souls, then it literally probably has the power to like kill a world or kill something powerful.
Yeah.
Just because it has all that power within itself. And then also, let me see, what else did I find out in that video? Yeah. Damn, I didn't write it down.
The owner gets a lot of basically superpowers. You just basically get a lot of superpowers, whether it's strength, whether it's flying. You're able to get a lot of stuff, and it basically can cut through a lot of material, including adamantium
and
vibranium. So that in itself, when I heard that, I was like, all right, this is pretty crazy. And the fact that they even mentioned that means that he's going to be involved in some future movies for sure.
Oh, 1,000%.
Have a big part in that.
Yeah. What was I gonna? Damn it, man! I can't remember the.
And of course, the team up with Blade, like that's dope in itself.
Oh, that's the other thing. Blade. So they're saying that he could possibly, because the Dane Whitman that you see in Eternals doesn't really give you Black Knight vibes. His uncle was a whole villain that he didn't want to associate with. So they think that he could possibly partner up with Blade to use the blade, the ebony blades. It's just too much blades, bruh. And to kill vampires off. So he can use the power for good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with all those powers, it does give you like this crazy bloodlust, and that's what took over his uncle.
Right, which is going to be the inner
death
battle.
Death is its reward and all that shit. So,
which that'll be a whole subplot of the story and everything.
Oh, no, 1,000%.
Kind of like the Moon Knight thing, just dealing with his own demons.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of these are going to be now. All these heroes that are just going through something internally.
1,000%. Yeah, and I love that.
Makes for a good
though.
story.
It does. It really does.
But you also don't want to follow. Excuse me. I know you want to follow that plot line, that same formula for every hero, because then it just becomes stale and repetitive. And that's what I think Eternals, what they did best in. They told a different type of story. So you hope that you get more of that going forward with the MCU, because we're in phase 5 now, right?
4.
Or it's still 4?
No, it's still 4.
So yeah, but you hope going down the line with this whole new addition, because if you go on the Disney Plus thing now, I saw it, like the banner they have when you go into the Disney, the Marvel section. There's no Thor, there's no Iron Man, no Captain America.
No.
Like, it's a whole new generation, and that's just wild in itself from someone who remembers going to see the first Iron Man.
Yeah, it's wild the times that we're in. When I was having this conversation with Remy earlier, he's like, damn, like this is like they just got rid of all the like the Avengers, like the the pristine, clean ones, and now it's here you go, comic book nerds. We're getting all the good ones out of the vault.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
there
man.
you go. Here are all the nerdy ones that a lot of people don't know about, but only you guys. So, yeah.
No,
I love that shit, bro. I do.
No,
really
I do. I did. No, yeah, I do. And the thing I can't wait for, which I'm still like, I'm just waiting and praying. I know it'll come sometime soon, but just when they finally involve the X-Men.
Mm-hmm. No idea
Like,
how.
they got to redo that shit and they got to make it right. I need to see Wolverine with one of the Avengers. Like, I need to see Wolverine, Captain America, Wolverine, Black Panther. Like, I'm trying to see these type of team-ups.
Yeah, who knows, man? Who knows?
They got to get it right, man. They got to
Yeah.
get it right.
I don't know. But they do say also that I didn't even realize that Cersei gives him a ring. It's his family crest. They also talk about the Eternals being in Camelot where Black Knight started. So
There's history there.
So
Okay.
they're saying that Cersei knows already.
Oh, okay. Got you.
So, yeah.
Got you. All right.
She
that's
could
a
even
good-
be around from the first book.
She
Black
probably
Knight.
knows a nigga. Yeah.
Oh, and
she's
there's
watching
also,
him.
there's also a connection. Ooh, sorry. To Doctor Strange saying that. Ooh, where did I put it? Ooh, Merlin, who forged the ebony blade, could have been the sorcerer supreme of the Middle Ages.
That's
So,
not
yeah.
that's not far fetched at all.
Nope.
That's pretty fucking dope, man. Everything's
Mhm.
connecting.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why Cersei was with Dane Whitman.
Yeah.
To kind of like keep an eye on him.
There's also like a Loki thing. Well, not really Loki, but King and Ego. But we don't have to get into that, so that's fine.
Okay, yeah.
There's a
No,
whole
yeah,
bunch of shit.
I can't wait to see how Kang is going to be involved in all this.
For
We
real.
still got to wait till Ant-Man.
And then.
So,
let me
speaking
see.
of Ant-Man, can we get into this?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, do you have anything else
No.
with the movie-wise?
Was the other one important? Not really.
No.
Well, by the way, I had no idea who he was. I had no idea who he was.
Oh, yeah. So the other
Harry Styles.
post-credit scene, yeah,
Gotta
Harry
look him
Styles is
up.
going to be playing Thanos' brother. He's going to be helping out the Eternals in a future movie.
Yo, Pro tells me just what was it? I joked around. I said Justin Bieber. He's like him. I'm like, what do you mean like
On the
him?
same level? Harry Styles is on the same
No,
level.
he's on the same level.
Yeah.
Agreed. Now that I know who he is, but I had no idea who he was.
Okay.
I was flabbergasted.
But you heard
I
One
was
Direction.
Not flabbergasted. I can't think of the word, but I was just at a loss.
But you heard the name.
One Direction, yes.
And you heard of his name, too. Harry
Harry
Styles.
Styles. I think so. I know it now because I Googled him as soon as I got to the movie theater.
That most recent song, it was that Watermelon Sugar. Whatever that song, Watermelon.
No idea, bro.
Don't know that song?
No.
I mean, I don't listen to pop radio, but I've heard that
You
song.
sure? I'm just gonna
keep
high
on
five
to Bernard. Use Bernard to block your way.
Bernard, save me. But yeah, go ahead.
How
Go.
dare you? Whatever. Speaking of Ant-Man,
Yes, Ant-Man.
can you believe that the actor that plays Ant-Man, Paul Rudd, got voted sexiest man alive?
Yeah, no, that was weird. That was weird. And I love Paul Rudd. I do. I love me
I'm
some
a
Paul
Rudd
Rudd.
fan. What I will say is the
For
guy's
years I've been a fan, but oh god.
him and Pharrell got the same skincare routine. These niggas just, for some reason, I don't know how. This nigga still looks like when he was in Clueless.
But Paul Rudd must like bathe in milk or something. Something like really moisturizing. I don't know. Because white people
Baby guts, I don't know.
age really bad. I'm not going to take it there because I just don't want to believe Paul
Spirit
Rudd would
cooking.
ever do that. No. Paul Rudd is Paul fucking Rudd, man. Like, I just feel like he would never do that. So I don't know.
No, he just seems like the nicest guy in the world every time I see him in like.
I just feel like he moisturizes a lot.
Definitely does something for himself.
Yeah, but he's doing this movie.
That nigga's in his 50s, yo.
I feel like Google it. No, he's in this movie with Will Ferrell, and it's like this Apple only Apple TV series, and he looks a little aged, but I also feel like maybe it's because of the role.
His makeup.
Yeah, because he
would
does
say.
not look like that.
He's 52.
Jesus Christ, man!
He was
All
born
right, so maybe it's baby
I
blood.
think he was
Baby
born
blood.
the same year as my
Who knows?
mom, bro. Like, that's just wild, son.
It could be baby blood. I've never seen white that old that don't crack. That's wild to me.
Yeah, white don't crack unless you Paul Rudd.
Unless you Paul Rudd.
White
I
cracks
know
unless you Paul Rudd.
white Spanish people that fucking, and it's not just like it, the black don't crack, that white, that has nothing to do with who you are. That is the skin color. I know some white Spanish people that definitely do crack. And black don't crack until it's crack. So.
It's crazy, man. In the fucking Ant-Man movies, he definitely didn't play a guy that was that old.
No.
To me, he looks like mid-30s, like my age.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I feel like Paul Rudd is always just
mid-30s.
35.
Even in Clueless, he looked like a mid-30.
He's probably in his mid-30s.
That's fucking wild, man. No, but he probably is still.
No,
but shout out to Paul
20
Rudd,
though.
man. Sexiest man. I mean, I don't even know what the criteria is anymore for these people. I really don't know. They went.
I think it's because he's 52 and looks 35. That's probably why.
But bro, come on, man. You go from Dwayne Johnson one year to fucking. I remember that when Tom Selleck was like
They went from The Rock
Mel
to
Gibson.
fucking. Wait, they went from The Rock to Ant-Man?
No, they didn't go from The Rock to Ant-Man.
Oh,
There was
okay.
somebody else in between.
I'm perfectly okay with that. It's weird saying Paul Rudd and sex. He's cute. He's cute. But it's weird to say Paul Rudd and sexy in the same sentence. And
He
I
was-
don't even care about it.
He was never even like sex symbol status.
No, he was just like the cutesy funny guy.
Yeah, like he would. Yeah, you're right. He was the cutesy, funny, like best friend that like soccer moms would like enjoy seeing in a movie, playing next to the main lead.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so you don't even pass sex symbol status, and then to just go all of a sudden, boom, sexiest man alive. It's
Because
just
he
wild.
is 52 and looks 35.
I wonder.
He
If
don't even
I wonder
look-
if that's like promo you can pay for in Hollywood.
That photo got him looking like 25. But he looks so fucking young for his age.
That's so wild, bro. I can't believe that.
He
shit.
is going to be 35 forever. Probably until, I don't know.
That's wild.
Day. So I feel like, wait, does he go from 35 in like 20 years? He goes to 45?
I don't know. And pretty soon they're gonna have like that technology. Well, they already got it going on where they can make you look younger. They won't even have to use it for him.
No.
Till he's like fucking 90.
Now it makes me think, does he get Botox?
Probably. Look, man, come on, man.
No, but like I feel like I always see lines when he smiles. Oh my god!
Now I'm not
what
checking for
is
that,
it?
but I wouldn't be surprised if he was.
Well, you fair skinned people who do crack, you better find out what he does, because that shit is magical. That shit is beyond belief. It really is. That shit is wild to me. But anyway, let's go.
Moving on.
What else?
Oh man. All right. So back to the music shit. Brand new Verzuz announced.
What's
Real-
sweaty, by the way?
What?
What's sweaty?
Okay. Brand new Verzuz announced real quick. Bone Thugs and Harmony versus 3-6 Mafia, Thursday, December 2nd, live from L.A. This is great. You got Bone Thugs from Ohio, Cleveland, 3-6 Mafia down south, going out west.
Yeah.
This is dope. I like it. I think it's a decent matchup. Definitely two different styles.
It's Bone Thugs and who else?
Bone Thugs and 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah, I think 3-6 Mafia is wiping the floor.
You think so?
Yeah.
They both got hits.
No, they do have hits.
But 3-6 Mafia is more of a turn up.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's, don't want to disrespect, but it's total disrespect. I just don't see it.
Bernard, you motherfucker.
Is Bernard in the way? Do you want me to scooch him?
I was about to try to get the.
Okay.
Did you pass it?
Oh,
what
I was like,
trying to
what
get the
is-
Bernard.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know it was happening.
I don't know. We
Bernard
got the
didn't
120
tell
that
me.
quick. My bad. That's what.
He didn't tell me.
I said would have ended it sooner.
No, you're fine. My bad. I'm trying to think of the fuck I was saying. No, I just don't see it. I don't know. Like I get that's no. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just don't see it.
No, it's all right. I mean, I definitely feel like 3-6 Mafia is taking this. This is going to be one that I'll definitely want to see. I haven't seen the past couple, and I'm ashamed to even admit it.
I'm not. I haven't seen the last like probably 10 at this point.
Let's do a quick run through ours. So that's Bone Thugs. Travis Scott I mentioned before, up to 100 lawsuits. That's fucking
now
wild.
it's 175. No, 125. It's $750. $750 million in the lawsuit, combined with the 125 lawsuits.
Yeah, and you got Drake and Apple Music being sued as well.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the whole fucking mess, and this is definitely gonna change the way like concerts are handled going forward.
It's just fucking sad.
But this is something that was bound to happen, yo. It was bound to happen. It's just this one got reported.
Rest
I'm
in
sure
peace
that
to
people
all
are
the
getting
people
hurt.
that died. That
Yeah,
9-year-old
absolutely.
that we talked about before last episode, he just passed, I think, yesterday. Or maybe the day before.
Yeah.
Fucking sad.
Moving on, this is like the quick run right here. Will Smith, he's been in the news lately. He's promoting his book. I'm not sure if this is something from the book or just his promo run, but he stated his feelings about Tupac. Quote, I hated that I wasn't what he was in the world. I suffered a raging jealousy. I wanted Jada to look at me like that. Quick thoughts. What do you think about that?
I don't know if I have quick thoughts for this. Because I don't want to get into a rant. I'm going to get into a Larry rant, and I'm just not.
So we probably should have saved that one then. My bad. I didn't know.
No, I kind of almost got into it downstairs, and I was just like, nah, let me just not.
All
So
right,
I
fair
didn't
enough.
know if you were going to bring it up again, so I was like, let me save it.
We'll
but
leave it
it's
around.
fine.
All right. Kid Cudi spotted recently at a fashion awards show in a wedding-inspired outfit.
You know what? I'm fucking tired of Jada. There you go. So I had to.
Okay, fair enough.
The Cudi thing, I don't know anymore, bro. Like it's not even about him wearing a dress. It's just I just feel like if you're trying to sell something, it's just I don't know. I'm not liking it. And I'm a huge Cudi fan, but I'm not liking this.
Look, if you want to wear thongs and you want to wear lace and you want to wear thigh highs and wear a wedding inspired outfit or whatever you want to do, if you want to dress like a woman, cool. But don't label it as being artistic. And then call other people that are also artistic with their music not artistic because they're not taking risks in the fashion world like you are, which is cross-dressing. Maybe a motherfucker just don't want to dress like a woman. But he can still make dope-ass fucking music to influence a whole generation and still show people that they can be themselves. Cool. But dressing up like a woman or dressing up like any other type of genre, wearing a skirt or something, does not make you more artistic than somebody else. I just don't see that. You dress differently. That's all that is.
My whole thing was he's with the Kurt Cobain shit. He literally like says it's for him, does all this and that, and then goes on to say that they're about to drop a line of dresses. That's not what Kurt would want it.
So
That's
yeah,
not what
so right
he
there
would
you're doing
want.
the opposite of
Fuck
what
outta here,
Cobain
bro.
was doing. Right, yeah. You trying to profit off this shit.
Yeah.
Like, see, and that's where the shit gets like
Disgusting, man.
misconstrued, and then it's like, all right, you're not really about the art.
Mm-hmm.
The second you go on this, like, oh, well, we just promoting a whole line of this and that. I'm like, all right, nigga, now you lost me.
Mm-hmm.
So, all I can say right now is I just hope this motherfucker's music continues to stay dope.
Yeah.
Because this shit is just not it for me. And it's got nothing to do with cross-dressing or whatever. It's just like the fact that you have to push this shit and people be like, oh, he's so different, all this. Like,
It's just
nah,
creating,
bruh.
I just feel like it's a facade because you already talked about having a line of dresses like this. So you're essentially trying to sell yourself out.
It just does feel like a
And
sellout, yeah.
this is more disappointing than Kanye acting, like talking
Than the
about
poser?
posing. Than the whole posing thing? No, this is more disappointing.
Because this is a Kanye baby, too, which is even crazier.
This is just more disappointing because the fact that you're selling out, bro. You're selling out. Own it. Just own it. Don't call it artsy. No, you are promoting something. Don't say it's a tribute. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Is that how you feel about Ye and Drake with the Larry Hoover situation?
What?
Do you think that's just being used to promote their shit, so they're kind of selling out in a sense? Like, I'm sure, I know
Well, no,
Kanye. Kanye being from
if
Chicago
they're
does
promoting-
care about Larry Hoover, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
But to throw in Drake and to use it as like a
But this
beef
is not
squashing.
something. But that's the selling out and constant and like doing certain things to like for promotion wise. They've always done that.
Mm.
Cudi just comes from. You think he comes from, like the ilk of not doing that, and not putting on a show and not coming out with a whole facade and like all this other bullshit. If you're gonna sell it, you're gonna sell it, but don't come across as, oh, I'm being artsy, I'm doing this and freedom and blah blah blah.
Yeah, that really like fucks with me. I don't like that shit.
That's what pissed me off because you kind of Cudi is somebody for a lot of us, a hero in a sense, and just to get you through like that dark period, and regardless of that, you never want to see somebody that you look up to in that way. I don't think Kanye's sold out. He sold out for sure. But when it comes to the whole backpack thing, I don't think he sold out. He was just trying to fit in. Yeah, I mean, he posed,
Yeah,
but
it
like
was
he
his-
just
it
tried
was
to
his-
fit in.
It was his own way of standing
And he
out.
literally created a lane out of trying to fit in and doing all that other shit. So that, okay, this is worse.
Yeah, but I get it because Kanye pretty much introduced the whole style of like chic backpack. Like, you know, dressing like you rep the underground, but you dressing like you got some money on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and Louis Vuitton backpack was pretty much the signature
Yeah.
like piece.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what it was like, and that's what made Kanye's music so dope and refreshing. But then for him to turn around and be like, I never really fucked with y'all. It's just I kind of exploited y'all, so I could make myself better.
Some bullshit.
That's a slap in the face, like, you know, for people that really fucked with them.
Yeah, we gotta move
So
on
we'll
from
you know
this
we'll see how the rest of the world feels about this shit. But for me, I kind of feel like at odds with it. I love the music, hate the fact of who he's become and what he represented, and he didn't really stand for the culture.
Yeah.
So
Meh.
we'll leave it at that. Any other small minor things we got to go through? I know you had a couple.
Nothing crazy. Benny the Butcher got signed.
Def Jam, that's what's up, man. Continuing
That's
Def
it.
Jam legacy. I know Snoop was behind that, so shout out to Snoop for making that happen.
IG subscription, did not read into it, so I'll save that for next week. Yeah.
All right. Knicks at 8-6. Still moving. Jets are still losing.
Giants bye week, so I got nothing to say until next week.
Man, the fucking Mike White came through talking about he should have been a first round draft pick, come back against Buffalo, throws 4 interceptions. What the fuck, Mike? What the fuck? First round pick my ass. Go back to the bench, nigga. Put Flacco in. Put Flacco in for all I care at this point. Homie, the first round pick that we picked, that one looks like a fucking Trump kid. Looks like he's the type of guy that'll tell you, like, you know who my dad is? My dad's the manager. He'll buy this whole place right now. He'll kick your ass out. That's what he looks like to me.
I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. So then just put Flacco in because this guy's not ready. And he's letting off. They're hiding the fact that he's injured worse than what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you have MySpace rebranding to HeySpace, which I seen.
I was waiting to see what the name was. I didn't look at it.
Yeah.
I was waiting to see.
I think it was HeySpace. It was. Imagine if it was USpace. That would have been funny. Like, oh yeah, this just rebranding.
Tu espacio.
So I seen on somebody's story. I wish I took screenshots. Well, I know it would have had her name in it, but I seen on somebody's story of like she just signed up. And then the next story is she was like, she had a comment about turning it out. The next one is like completely designed. So I hit her up about it. She's like, no, it's literally the same thing. But it's an app. She didn't tell me that, but I looked it up. It's like an app on your phone. It's not like an actual website. So it's Instagram in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, no, Instagram's online now, but before how it started. But you can design it kind of the same way. And apparently you can still do codes. Apparently. Because I asked about it, and I think she said yes. I don't remember, but yeah.
Very cool.
You can customize it, and then she said something about get onto it, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, MySpace is cool, but I don't know if I want to go back to that.
It. Yeah, what's next? I'm going to jump on Mi Gente and refresh my profile.
Jesus Christ.
My Friendster account.
Oh my God, I had a Mi Gente too.
Yeah. Check out my pics from 7 days, 7 nights.
My non-Spanish ass had a Mi Gente. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, because I first saw it around Twitter. People asking about it. I mean, like, oh, like, is this worth it? And then a lot of people like, yeah, get on it, whatever. And then I seen it on the story, and like right after, I literally went from Twitter to Instagram and saw it. I'm like, and that's when I hit up the girl. I'm like, what the fuck is this, bro? And then yeah, she's like, it's literally MySpace. Because I was like, oh, this looks like a lot like MySpace. She's like, oh, yeah, no, it is. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's literally the same font. You know how they used to have, you know how, like, we have it in the bio?
Yeah.
Where it's EP line and, the number?
Yeah.
That's how they have it again.
God.
They literally have, like, the links and, like, they have the dividers set up. It's full on MySpace. But yeah, that's it.
No, I don't fuck with that at all. I really hate that. But we'll see what happens with that shit because I'm not impressed right now. I did, however, see I did, however, see a interview with Zuckerberg and Gary Vee. They were talking more about the meta stuff. Mm-hmm. Everything like that looks very promising. Like in the next 5 years, we could be seeing some shit.
Yeah, I know some people that are already buying stock into it.
Like Gary asked him a question, like, you know, how far off are we from, like, you know, moving from the glasses and the headsets to, like, you know, something as like convenient as like a contact lens. And Zuckerberg's like, we're pretty far from that because the whole thought of that, like, you have to have a contact lens that could be like Wi-Fi related. Like,
Bruh, that's
like the fact of that happening, like something that small being able to hook up to Wi-Fi. Like no one's come
like
close to
Black
that.
Mirror, where they just hit the little thing.
Right,
They
but that was the thing. So Gary Vee asked, like, what are the possibilities of, like, what's our time limit for that? He's like, we're nowhere near that. So right now it's just like the goggles, the glasses, the headsets. Like, it's just that for now. But I'm sure somewhere down the line someone will figure out that type of technology, and then that shit's gonna be like, and possibly in our lifetime, maybe in the next 50 years, we'll be able to see some shit like that. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Anything else we gotta go through?
No. I kind of like ran through it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, real
All
quick.
right, bet. Let me see. Anything coming up this week? Music-wise, I don't think anything's dropping. Maybe some singles or some shit.
Yeah. I looked, and I think there's also some shits, some projects that dropped last week that I have to catch up on for this week.
Same here. Yeah, I heard Joel Ortiz's project. That was pretty dope. Still, man, my whole thing with Joel Ortiz, great bars throughout. Beats or whatever. Concepts,
I feel like it's the same beats.
It's the same beats some of the times. No, a couple different ones here and there. I feel like the track that he had with Sade was a huge fucking waste. First of all, it was 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was a huge waste. Huge waste of their talent. First of all, the fucking shit starts with an intro that's 1 minute 20 long. Mm-hmm. No talking whatsoever.
Yeah.
Does nothing to introduce the song. Then you just hear Joel go, man, drop his verse, mean ass verse. Then Sci-Hi goes in, the beat switches, a quick 16, and the song just ends. And I'm like, man, there could have been a hook. There could have been more of a crazier intro, maybe a shorter intro. Yeah. But I feel like for this being like an album and you're representing yourself, just to put a dope-ass rapper like that and just have your verse, then his right after, and that's it, was a huge fucking waste.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, to me as a Joel Ortiz fan and a Sci-Hi fan, that did nothing for me. Other than just like, all right, y'all still got it, but that's it. Like, I don't know. With that type of firepower, that type of arsenal, I would expect a better track. As a fan, I expected a better track. I was disappointed by that one.
Damn. I mean, I'm saying 1,000%, and I haven't even heard it, but like the way you're describing it, I don't even want to hear it.
Just no. I mean, you have to now 1 minute 20 of literally nothing, of just some type of sample, and then the beat goes, has nothing to do with that sample, and then the Sci-Hi verse, and then that's it. And I'm sorry, my voice is getting high because I care about this shit. And to me, it bothered the fuck out of me, man.
I'll listen to it.
Yeah, we gotta listen to that shit. So I wasn't, whatever. Terrace Martin album, Drones. Loved it. I loved all the features on it.
New music.
I know, we just did it real quick. I know because we didn't have to. But just the ones that I heard real quick. Just those two that I heard. I didn't check the Harder They Fall soundtrack, but I will check that out. And Summer Walker. Yeah. Sorry, I know, that was it.
Okay. I wasn't prepared.
No, I didn't say much. That's why I kept it short.
I listened to shit last week, but we didn't talk about it. So
we will next time. But that was just my short version.
Gotcha.
All right.
Can I still talk about Terrace Martin when I get to it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, because I heard it, and I only heard like half of that shit was, and Silk Sonic. Silk Sonic was the only thing that we'll talk about it next week because I didn't even know we were gonna do new music this week.
No, don't count this as new music. It was just me, my quick thoughts on it, but we'll get more into detail.
Do I edit that? No, I'm just leaving that. I'm leaving that. He could have just started rapping, put a little hook, or put some of that, like a fade into nothing, and then fade back into Sci-Hi.
Just really disappointing. That's so messed up.
Like, if you wanted that noise, I'm not even mad about that. It's the time. You literally could have put like 10, 15 seconds of that in between verses.
I agree. You need the whole 1 minute 20 of that shit.
No, that's
just
wild.
Totally was a turnoff, man.
All
right, man. I had to play that shit for Sade real quick about that Joel Ortiz track. That was just bumming me out. But I'm still a Joel Ortiz fan first and foremost, and Sci-Hi the Prince, man. Can't wait for Sci-Hi's next project. But that being said, man, want to get into our favorite segment. My favorite segment, Sade's favorite segment. It's Bernard's favorite segment, and it's Barry's favorite segment, and it's everybody on the fucking YouTube Verzuz favorite segment. It is none other than...
Oh, that worked out. Or that delay.
That's right, motherfuckers. If you don't know, man, this is that segment of the show where Sade and I are going to put you on to some brand new music. It may not even be music. Maybe a fucking stand-up comedian, maybe a poet, maybe an R&B singer, maybe a hip-hopper, rapper, whatever you want to call it these days, man. Point is, we putting you on to some unsigned unsigned music inside and outside New Jersey that we feel you should be checking out. So my pick for this week is a friend of mine and a mentor in the video world, goes by the name of Kkimmestry. She recently had a trip to Cali to do some work, and on the last day of her trip, unfortunately, her rental car was broken into. All her equipment, $10,000 worth of video equipment, and her luggage, all her clothes, was stolen. So recently she set up a GoFundMe link. A lot of people have been contributing. If you'd like to, you can check her out. It's at Kkimmestry, Kkimmestry. It'll be a link to her GoFundMe page where you can help donate to help her get her equipment back, or the money for her equipment back. But she has a song that I wanted to highlight titled Proud Black Soul that she put out recently this year. Came with a whole documentary as well, so I wanted to highlight that song and her because she is a dope artist as well as a dope video director. So, Kkimmestry, Proud Black Soul.
Society where the odds ain't in favor and we still facing equality, but it's cool cause my homies are like the realest. Ride with me on this path to what's breaking out in America. I could be anything I really want to if my mind to it, and that it is. We gotta prove that we can fly to show our kids that it exists, and if they try to hold us back, we break the chains and reinvest. We put our money in our jobs and in our banks and in our hands. I'm proud to be a black owner of property, proud to be a black owner. My job is me, no on top of me, stopping me. Got a list of what I could be every year, it only grows. Got some nephews and some nieces, I wanna learn to show the ropes. Thank my parents every day for everything that they would show. Told me love and never fear, and never hate, and only growth. And I was young and I was scared, but now I'm old and now I know you can achieve what you believe. If you believe and then you go. I see the shining on my people, all my people you should know. You still a diamond even if that be a diamond in the rough. No, they threw us in the deep, we built the boat and then we rowing and we rowing and we rowing. Hit the show and sing a song. You a black soul and you proud. Let me see you get down. Cause when the time's hard, still fight for and make me smile. If you a black soul and you proud, let me see you get down. Cause when the time's hard, still fight for and make me smile. If you a black soul and you proud, let me see you get down. When the time's hard, still fight for and make me smile. Black soul and you proud. Let me see you get down. Just like times hard, still fight for that big.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Kkimmestry. That was Proud Black Soul. That is available on all streaming platforms. Let me see. That wasn't to any specific album, but it was to a documentary that she put out recently this year. So check that out. Shout out to Kkimmestry, and also shout out just to my Avid Feature Masterclass. That was a class that I had early this year. Shout out to Trinity. Shout out to Sin. Shout out to George, man, my whole crew over there, and everybody that was a part of the Purgatory film that we filmed earlier this year as well. That was my first experience being a director of cinematography, man, and that definitely inspired me to keep pushing this video thing, and I have Kim to thank for that. So thank you again, Kim. Make sure to please check out the link in her Instagram profile to her GoFundMe page, and if you can contribute, that would be amazing, man. Shout out to you, K.
All right.
Sade, who you got?
My If You Don't Know is coming from Malc. Title is Stay Focused. I saw clips of this video, so I'm actually excited to watch this video.
Bet.
So yeah,
Malc is dope, man. We played Malc before. He's very dope.
Yeah, super fire, and he's cool as hell. I met him like only once in person, but he's pretty cool. All right, let's get started.
It's weird as hell, cause the other day, like, had a nigga ask me how the fuck I plan to follow up soon enough.
Back row.
You see, I be the Summa cum laude of the regime. Till eternity or motivation, nigga. You know the team. Loyalty over slave masters. Faces printed on green, and I ain't Muslim. But I'm forever on my dean into that bullshit. Me and my niggas, why your West lean? I'm Kareem with these hooks. A keen maneuver in between. And the league of my own, only ghost can intervene. This that red light focus, boy, I got that laser beam. Cause in reality, starting to live the shit. Only dream. Niggas watch the progression from minors to that major league. These Canseco's can't fuck with the kid. I'm Griffey G, they inflated, I'm concentrated. This that shit that they ain't seen. But then he told me take a break, find some new inspiration. Then I checked my bank account, that was all the inspiration that I needed. For that pop I spent, it's the grind I bleeded. We got the winning formula, only advancing, no retreating. Just stay focused, young nigga. Yeah, that's what I tell myself. How you gonna be the best you? Worrying about somebody else. How you gonna make it to the top without betting on yourself? How you gonna remain 100 without staying true to self? Just stay focused, young nigga. Yeah, that's what I tell myself. How you gonna be the best you? Worrying about somebody else. How you gonna make it to the top without betting on yourself? How you gonna remain 100 without staying true to self? See, you can copy the moves and copy the style, but you can't fake authentic. Cause you can't never lose when it's nothing but truth up in it. So when shit hit the fan, I promise I'm never timid. Shines through it all when shade throw my light, they never dimming. These niggas watching and hating, cause we chasing greatness, never basic. Locked in with no way, niggas know what the aim is. 94 till it cross your screen, niggas know what the name is. Trying to check my tax bracket, niggas trying to be Twitter famous. Different strokes for different folks, get it how you live. Never has a man opinion ever affected what I did, what you eat. It don't make me shit, I'm trying to run it up. Imaginary players, nigga, I was never one of them. I came unexpected, but Malc gon' leave a legend. So on the seat I heard I took, just prepared me to get these blessings. Cause you can't get no diamonds without no fucking pressure. Take L, flipping the wins, the way I learn my lessons. Just stay focused, young nigga. Yeah, that's what I tell myself. How you gon' be the best you? Worrying about somebody else.
All right, that was Malc. Stay focused.
Shout out to Malc.
Produced by Buckroll Beats. I just love that kid. I got to see more from him. I really do.
Yeah.
Like I got to see him live at least.
Yeah, I got to check him out live.
I'm dying to see him live.
Yeah, I got to meet him.
Cause he just, he has that passion. But yeah, that Stay Focused off his Thinking Out Loud EP that dropped last year. And he finally put this video out. So yeah, shout out to Malc. Shout out to Kkimmestry.
That's what's
Baby
up.
girl, we thinking about you, and don't worry, we're gonna do something.
Yeah, we're gonna figure this out for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that's already been donating to the GoFundMe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she got a lot of supporters, man. She's definitely strong and confident as ever. So I got nothing but love for her. Yeah, man. So closing notes, Sade. This has been an interesting one. This has been a long time coming, literally today.
Closing notes. Hopefully next episode doesn't take us 5 fucking hours.
Yeah, man.
Because it wasn't even set up. It's just we had to wait.
Honestly,
and just wait some more.
That was the crazy part.
And then people wanted to pod. Hope you're recording this. No, we're not recording this. We're not. Can we just get our fucking set back?
Yeah.
At one point, yo, bro, when you looked at me and you're like, I feel like I'm setting up somebody else's pod, I wanted to cry. Yeah. Because it really did feel that way. It really felt
like that. And I hate for anyone to see me annoyed, and you actually saw me annoyed, and I don't like that because I was visibly annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see me annoyed way more. It's fine.
Yeah, but I'm used to it. You're not used to seeing me.
I'm used to that.
I'm used to you being annoyed either at me or at the situation presently unfolding itself.
Yeah.
And not the other way around. Because I usually try to keep my cool and try to
I don't know why I wasn't annoyed. I think it's just...
I was because I think it's part of I haven't eaten.
Yeah.
And it was just, and I just didn't expect to because now my sleep is limited. It's just, I got to be up in the morning and I probably won't be able to go back to sleep once I wake up.
Yeah, no, I know.
So it's just little shit like that. But it's just, this is part of the gig.
Yeah, because I didn't realize you were that annoyed. Even when I was like, all right, you guys, I love you guys, but you guys got to get the fuck out. I'm
glad you said it because I just couldn't find the nice way to say it. And I love those guys. Mike and the other guys I just met. But
yeah.
So it's like I just don't have it in me to say it without coming off like an asshole.
Yeah, you saw how quick they cleared out.
And they did.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to visibly show my annoyance to them.
Oh, I don't know if they. I doubt they saw it. No, they didn't notice. I didn't notice it until I actually looked at you. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Hello. It's fine. It happens.
But yeah, other than that, no, this has been great.
We got here fucking.
We got here super early.
We got here on
Mind
time.
You, I could have.
We literally got here on time.
I could have gone home and taken a nap.
Yeah. I could have actually cooked and fed Juan.
Moral of the story. Yeah. Moral of the story is make sure shit's not double booked.
Oh shit! Is that on me?
No, it's not on you.
Oh, okay. I'm like, well, I
didn't mean it
literally
like that.
saw. I was here Saturday, and I said I'll be back on Tuesday. Peace, y'all.
No, shit happens. That's why. Shit happens. I ain't even that, but it's just unfortunate. But it is what it is, man. Those are my closing notes. You got any?
Those are technically my closing notes. You piggybacked on my closing notes.
My closing notes are to not piggyback going forward.
So hopefully you guys like the new set. I think this is our final new set.
But you never know.
Probably not.
We'll definitely add more to it. But I think this is the setup.
Most
Bernard is
likely
here to
not.
stay.
Bernard is here to stay.
Barring some crazy shit happens in the back of Sade's car.
Even though Bernard is, yes, Bernard, shit, that's right. Bernard is coming with me, even though the VFW is trying to keep him.
Nah.
Did you see Mikey's face when I was just like, he's mine? He's like, no, he's not. You're not taking him anywhere. I'm like, I bought this fucking shit, bruh.
Yeah, and the lights, the nice little.
I feel like I should get more. Or maybe I just didn't disperse them right. No, maybe I should get more.
I think it's good.
No, he has like a couple leaves that don't even have lights on them. Look at this one.
Well,
lightless. Actually, no.
And it's just you got to rewire it. That's all.
Oh, that's gonna be so much work. I'd rather just add
like
more.
a Christmas tree.
I'd rather just add more.
Yeah.
But
I like it, man. This has been dope, man. So for your host, Kid Pro,
and Sade,
this has been episode 107 of the Lyrical Fix podcast. Make sure to check us out and make sure to check out those songs we just played on our If You Don't Know playlist, available on Apple Music and Spotify. And they'll also contain our past If You Don't Know alums as well. So you can check out all their music. And like I said before, like I say every episode, be sure to check out their music, their projects. Check them out at a live show. Get some merch. You know, if we put you on to them, then we feel like we did a good job as hosts.
Yep.
And that's it, man. We the motherfucking gang. We'll catch y'all next week. Y'all be easy. Peace.